Hi, welcome to MathKey. In this simple tutorial, I'm going to show you how to simplify this expression involving three different square roots. So the first thing we are going to do is to start from within. Then we'll begin to solve it outward. So we're going to keep the first square root as we begin. We'll keep the first square root, keep the second square root, and we'll deal with the third square root outward. So now let's start. So we have the fourth root of 160 n raised to power 2 plus the square root of 71 n raised to power 4 plus. So what we are going to do in this case here is to rewrite this whole thing as a power of half, because square root means power half. So that means this can be rewritten as 100n raised to power 8 all raised to power half. So we cover the first square root and then the outer one. So from here, it implies that 160n squared plus what we have inside here raised to power 4 will now be added to this. So 100 is written as 10 squared, then n raised to power 8 is still there, close our bracket, all raised to power half, then we'll close our cover our square root and we'll cover our fourth root. So from here, we'll still keep the main root. So we have 160n squared plus the square root of 71n raised to power 4 plus. Now, take note, in this case, what we are going to do here is to allow the power outside to enter. As the power goes in, it multiplies every power, as many powers as we have within the bracket. This half outside multiplies it so long it's being multiplied. So 1 over 2 times 2 gives you 1. So the 10 becomes ordinary 10 or 10 raised to power 1. Then 1 over 2 will also multiply 8. We're just trying to expand. So 1 over 2 times 8 gives us n raised to power 4. That's 1 over 2 times 8 gives us 4. So we close our square root and we close the main fourth root. So what we are having now, you can see that these two things are now like terms. So on that note, this is now equal to, we'll still keep the normal fourth root. We have 160n squared plus the square root of 71n raised to power 4 plus, you get rid of this one to get 10n raised to power 4, showing that they are now like terms. So as we add up, we're going to have that this implies the fourth root of 160n squared plus 71 plus 10. They are like terms because you see n is carrying power 4, n is carrying power 4. So both terms in this square root, they are like terms, so they can be added together. So 71 plus 10 gives you 81 n raised to power 4. Inside the square root symbol, then we cover the main square root, the fourth root. So from here, we're going to have that this implies that we'll now have the fourth root of 160n squared plus, we'll repeat the same thing we did that time. So this becomes 81n raised to power 4, all raised to power half. What have we done here? We have changed this square root you see here to power half again. So we still maintain our fourth root. So from here, we'll have to expand this again in to have the fourth root of 160 n squared plus again 81 is written as 9 squared, then n raised to power 4, all raised to power half, then we close our fourth root. So from here, this implies, okay, we'll keep our fourth root, 160 n raised to power 2 plus the half you see here again, we'll multiply the power inside to give you just 9, which is also 9 raised to power 1. And the same half you see here, we'll also multiply the 4 to give you 2. So this becomes n raised to power 2, that's n squared. So as you can see, this term and this term are now like terms because the variables that they both carry have the same power. So that means this can be written as, the fourth root, 160 plus 9, giving us 169 n squared. So from here, you see that 169 is now a perfect square, just like n squared. So, okay. So from here, this implies 169 n squared. Now, in this case, because we are dealing with fourth root, so this becomes 1 over 4. Just like this case here, where we have this square root. This is square root. There's a 2 here, square root, so that we have 1 over 2. So in this case here, we are having fourth root, so that's 1 over 4. So on that note, we're going to rewrite this now as 169. The square root of 169 is written as 13 squared n squared raised to power 1 over 4. And from here, 1 over 4 will have to multiply both of them. So this implies 1 over 4 times 2 gives us 13 raised to power 2 over 4. Then n squared will also, the square of the n will also multiply 1 over 4 to give us 2 over 4. And that means 13 raised to power 1 over 2 and n raised to power 1 over 2, which can now be written again as 13n raised to power 1 over 2, which now finally implies we change it back to square root to give us root 13n. So this is our final answer.